My name is Brandon Tatum, and I'm a founding member of the Still More Roots group. And I've been showing with the artist group for well over 20 years. And when this exhibition of our 20-year anniversary came about, I really wanted a way to connect with everyone in the group. It had been such a long time, and everyone was so spread out across the country. We have, Mary in Hawaii, we've got Scott in Illinois, Anthony in South Dakota, Jean Gray in North Carolina, Nick in St. Louis, Missouri, myself in Savannah, and even Desmond, Stillmore, Georgia. It was quite a distance between all of us. So I wanted to open up those lines of communication and start connecting with everyone again. So that's how the project initially started. So I sent each artist 9 postcards over 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the cadence. And I didn't really realize what a challenge it would be writing something original every day to five, six different people. And that was kind of interesting. So the postcards were blank on one side, and I just asked everyone, "Hey, create something quickly on the other." And every artist kind of did their own interpretation of it. And yeah, I've created this website here, Postcards in the Pine, so people could not only see the artwork, how it's displayed in the gallery, but also have the opportunity to see the front and read the note that was written to the artist on the back. And sometimes interesting things would happen in the mail, like these barcodes or tears in the postcard. So I just kind of really liked that nature of it. Other artists like Desmond took it a step further, and he added his own elements to the postcard, doing metal work. And you can see one he made silver, other the metal just kind of rolled right off the paper. He did a little gold leafing, and one that was really interesting was this. He kind of burned it to a crisp, and he handed me a bag of ashes, and he said, "Hey, Brandon, do something with this." So I took it home, and on another project that you'll see in a different video, I had made these circles where I was sketching out the work for a common thread. And so I took the back of that and added his ashes to it, and what remained of the postcard. You can see there the postage stamp, and um, kind of finished it that way. So it's really an interesting project. I used erasable ink on this one, and it kind of disappeared. So something different happened with everyone. I loved what everyone did with the postcards, and I just thought this one, because these lines kind of ran throughout, I wanted to see them all on one. And hopefully you're getting something out of this, being able to see the front of the postcard and the back. Uh, and that was really it. It's just really a way to connect with people again. We were so spread out over the last 2 years, and this was just another way to connect, beyond the telephone or Zoom call. And then displaying the postcards, as you can see, the artist group, we'd done a lot of shows over 10 years. We had showed in a managed forest in Stillmore, Georgia. And so I really wanted a way to kind of find that common ground between all of the members, the past and the present. And when I was talking to my wife Megan outside, she had suggested that why not display them on some pine logs like you used to in the managed forest. So I did, and really transformed the gallery and the space there. So my contribution, in addition to the writing and the postcards I displayed, was really the uh, the installation of the project on the pine logs. So, and that's a kind of funny story, and I'll end here. And this is one of my favorite pieces. Jean Grey did the positive and negative here, and as you can see, it's a nice sketch of just a pine needle, and then here's your negative image of that same. So it's 1A, 1B, and all of her work kind of did that. And I just thought it was kind of a neat, an interesting way to kind of interpret what was sent to her. And then knowing that I was displaying it on the pine logs, I just thought it kind of brought it together really well and helped with that common thread. But oh, the cutting of the trees. Oh, look at this. This is great. You could see here that the tears as it was being milled through the mill. That was awesome. But and this was my first opportunity to work with my kids. So you can see here Carter's created a postcard, and Benji, and both of them, unique in their own way. It was a nice way to connect. So when the logs came about, I took a chainsaw to an area behind the office where I work, and there's just some trees that were kind of growing close. So I said, hey, these probably are trees that wouldn't make it since they're growing so close to one another. And I brought an electric chainsaw. And anybody will tell you you always want a gas chainsaw, right? And I took that electric chainsaw and I'm kind of slicing into the trees. And yeah, I should have known better, but I'd only brought one battery, so I made it about 3 logs in and it ran out of juice. And I was all the way, pretty far away from the house, so couldn't just run home and get another battery. And I'd already kind of shoved the logs in the back of my car. So I went over to Home Depot and I picked up a manual, just a regular old handsaw, and I finished cutting the thickest logs, that were probably about 7 or 8 inches in diameter. I cut all those by hand in the woods that day. It took a little longer than normal, and really was kind of funny. Nick's work, he's obsessed with gardening, and so I love seeing all the life emerge out of that. It's kind of like a rebirth of the group too, and to see his you know his garden springing into life was cool. So that's the postcards in the pine project. Probably went on a little longer than you'd like. If you made it to this part of the video, thank you for watching, and please visit the website and send me a postcard.